So the homework for the last week is a bit hard and complicated, so I would like to explain to it in further details. So let's see this question 34. Okay, so the x-intercept and the y-intercept of straight line L1 are 12 and -6 respectively. So from this sentence, we already know that L1 passes through 12, 0 and 0, -6. Okay, so we can stop for here and then we can find the equation of L1 first. Okay, so you can find slope of L1 is given by this, so it should be, let me see, 1/2, right? Okay, so as you know, the y-intercept is -6, so you can actually directly write out the equation of L1 is y equals 1/2x minus 6. You could express it in general form, so I would multiply the whole equation by 2, which will give you something like this. So this is the equation of L1, okay? And L2. L2 is parallel to L1, which means that actually, okay, slope of L2 is also 1/2. And then L2 passes through -4 and -13, so you can, for sure, you can let the equation of L2 be y equals mx plus c and then substitute the point, but I just use another method, okay? So x minus 2y, and then let me think, minus 22 equals 0. So the equation of L2 is given by this. Okay, so let's see for part B. Suppose L1 cuts the x-axis and y-axis at point A and B. So A is the x-intercept, right? And B is the y-intercept. Okay, so we can find A and B. Oh, but actually we do not need to find A and B because we found it already, right? Because A is 12, 0, the x-intercept, and B is 0 and -6, right? Like these 2 points. And then L2 cut the x-axis as C and cuts the y-axis as D. So C is the x-intercept for L2, D is the y-intercept for L2, right? So let's find it. So let's find point C. Okay, C is the x-intercept, so we substitute y equals 0 to here. So it means that x is 22, so C is 22, 0, right? And then for D is the y-intercept, so we substitute 0 for x. So D is 0, -11. And then again, they ask you to find the area of this trapezium. Okay, so we already got the coordinate of these 4 points. So we can use the fast method, okay? But for sure, we need to draw the diagram first. So A is here, 12, 0. C is here, 22, 0. B should be somewhere here, -0.6. And D is here, 0 and -11. So remember, we need to use it anti-clockwise or clockwise, right? Okay, so this time I use it clockwise. I start from D, so I will arrange the coordinate like this. Okay, so again, wait, let me see. I want to copy to the next page. Wait. So copy, okay, and then let's open a new page to continue with it. Okay, okay, and then let's see. So remember I told you that diagonal down is 0 is at the plus, right? So we will have 22 minus times negative 11, and then diagonal up is minus, so this one is 0. Okay, and then minus 12 times negative 6, and this one goes 0, goes 0. So all we have is like this. So let's see. 22 multiplied by negative 11 and then plus 72, which will give you 170. Okay, you will press the calculator as negative 170, but you know that's the absolute sign, right? Okay, so just positive 170. So which means the answer, wait, let me see, should be 85 square units. Okay, so yeah, the answer is 85 square unit. So let's go to the other question. So again, draw the diagram first before you do it, okay? So A, negative 22 and 24, so should be somewhere here. B is 10, 0, so should be somewhere here, okay? So L is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Again, you know that perpendicular bisector will pass through the midpoint of AB, right? So we'll find the midpoint of AB first, which is, let me think, negative 6 and then 12. Okay, so this point is negative 6 and 12. Okay, and then we can find the slope of AB. Okay. So slope of AB is like this. So I don't have my calculator with me now. So it should be negative 3 over 4. But you know L is perpendicular to AB, which means that slope of L is negative 1 over negative 3 over 4. So it's 4 over 3. And then again, we have point and we have slope. So we can find the equation. Okay, so y minus 12 over x minus negative 6 is 4 over 3. So just continue with your computation. So 24 plus 36 should be 60. So this one is the equation of L. Okay, this is the equation of L. Okay, so L is 4x minus 3y minus 3y plus 60. Okay, so let me cross out this page first. So remember, the most important point is to draw the diagram first. Okay, so again, L cuts the x-axis and y-axis as P and Q. So again, how to find P? Okay, so P is the x-intercept, right? So we substitute y as 0. It's very similar with the question previously. Okay, so 4x equals negative 60, x is negative 15, which means P is negative 15 and 0. And then Q, okay, L intercepts the x-axis as Q, which means Q is the y-intercept. So we substitute x as 0. So Q is 0, 20. Again, we got, they are now asking you the area of BQ, right? And we already got the coordinate of these 4 points. So again, draw the diagram to determine the order, okay? A is negative 22 and 24, so it should be here. B is 10, 0. 10, 0 should be here. Negative 15 and 0 should be here. And then Q is 0 and 20, so it should be here. Okay, so the order, wait, let me see, am I doing correctly? Okay. The order should be like A, P, B, Q. Okay, that may be one of the order. So area equals, so start from A first. A is negative 22 and 24. P is negative 15 and 0. B is 10, 0. Q is 0, 20, and then repeat where you start. So copy the coordinate of A once more. Again, diagonal down means plus. So we will have 10 times 20 because all other terms go 0, right? And then diagonal up means minus. So minus negative 15 times 24. And then again, and then minus negative 22 times 20. So let me see. 200 minus negative 24 times negative 15, and then minus 20 times negative 22. So it would give you the answer as 500 square unit, which didn't exceed 500, okay? Because it's equals 500, so it didn't exceed it. So no, incorrect. Okay? Okay, let's go to another question. So, straight line L1, x minus 3y plus 12 equals 0, and then L2, 7x plus 6y plus k equals 0, intersect at point P on the x-axis. So again, you know, the coordinate of P will be something like this, right? Okay, so draw a diagram first. So L1 may be something like this, okay? And then L2 may be something like this, okay? Because it say intersect at P, a point on the x-axis, okay? So this one is P, okay? Say this one is L1, this one is L2. So from this diagram, you know that actually P is the x-intercept for both L1 and L2, okay? This is what the diagram tells us. So I always ask you to draw the diagram, help you visualize better, okay? So P is the x-intercept for L1 and L2. Okay, so let's try to find P first. As we know, P is the x-intercept for L1, so we substitute, okay? We substitute, we find P first, okay? Okay, P is the x-intercept for L1, which means P is negative 12 and 0, okay? So you may find that, oh, why the diagram shows that P is on the positive x-axis, but we find it negative 12, 0. Actually, the graph is just a draft, okay? And then, because as you know, P passes through L2 as well, right? P is a point on L2. So substitute negative 12 and 0 into the equation of L2. So it will bring you something like this. So K should be 84. Got it? Okay. So let's see part B. Okay, so now we already have, let me see, K is 84. So now we got the equation of both L1 and L2. Okay. So what's P? We found P already, right? P should be negative 12 and 0. Okay? And then let's see what happens. So L1 intersect the y-axis at Q. Okay, so Q is the y-intercept for L1, right? Okay, so let's substitute 0 for x. And you will know Q is 0, 4. How about R? R is the y-intercept for L2. Okay, so again, substitute 0 for x. So y is -14. Yeah. So R is 0, -14. So again, ask you to find area of PQR. So again, we just use our skills. Okay. So let me see. I don't have enough space. So let me copy this first. Okay. So again, area of PQR is 1/2, and then just substitute the coordinate, and then again diagonal down, okay, is addition. So this goes 0, goes 0. Diagonal up is subtraction. So minus -12 times -14. So you use a calculator to help you. So the answer should be 108 square units. So greater, okay, greater than 100 square unit. So you agree? Okay. Okay. Last question. Question 31. Why? Let me enlarge the picture first. Okay, so the straight line, okay, kx plus 2y minus 45 equals 0, okay, pass through P. So again, substitute the coordinate of P, then we can get k, right? So let's do that. So negative 9k is, let me see, is 27, so k is -3. Okay, so you now know that equation of L1 is -3x plus 2y minus 45 equals 0. And then L2 passes through P and perpendicular to L1. So we will find slope of L1 first, right? So slope of L1 is given by this. Since they are perpendicular, which means slope of L2 is this. So we got point, right? Because it passes through P. And then we also got the slope. So just find an equation by point slope form. So so right here. So minus 2x plus 3y, and then plus 9 equals 0. So again, you know, when you express in general form, coefficient of x should be greater than 0. So this is equation of L2. Okay, so let me write it down first. Okay, so now let's go to part C. So let's see part C. L2 cuts the x-axis at point R again. So R is the x-intercept. So substitute y as 0. So x is 4.5. So R is 4.50. Okay? And ask you to find area of PQR. Okay? So P we already have. So we now need to find the coordinate of Q. So Q is, okay, let's see. L1 cuts the x-axis at Q. So Q is the x-intercept for L1. Okay, so again, the equation of L1 is like this. Okay, we find the x-intercept, so substitute y as 0. So x is -15. So Q is negative 15 and 0. And now they ask you to find area of PQR. So again, you just use our skill, okay? This time is triangle, so the order of coordinate does not matter. So again, diagonal down, okay, is addition, then 0, 0, okay? Diagonal up is subtraction, so minus negative 15 times 9. And let's see what's the answer. Should be 87.75 square unit, which is larger than 85 square units. So agree, the claim is correct. Okay, so I hope you can understand these few questions on the homework better. So the main purpose of this homework is to practice how to use the skill of finding the area. Okay.